Unchained here on Pahrump News. I'm your host, Deanna O'Donnell. Hope everyone's doing great tonight. Well, in local news, there was a two-vehicle crash Monday night on Basin and Linda Street. Some people in the area must have heard it and also definitely felt the impact because there was a power outage as a result. Both vehicles had their initial impact and then secondary crashes. One truck into a rock wall, the other vehicle, an SUV, into a power pole, which severed that pole. Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies, Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue, and Valley Electric arrived on scene. Auxiliary units from the Nye County Sheriff's Office also arrived for traffic control. They had to shut down that intersection for quite a while. It was a kind of a dangerous situation for a little while because of how precarious that power pole was. Valley Electric thought it was going to be an extended repair. They were able to get the power back on in 2.5 hours to their over 800 members in that area. One of the drivers tells Pahrump News that he was stopping at the stop sign when some tools rolled off of his seat and under his brakes, and he was unable to stop at that stop sign, therefore colliding into that SUV that was traveling on Basin Avenue. Both of the drivers were able to walk away and declined medical transport at the time of the crash. One of the drivers said that he had 2 dogs inside his car, and one of the dogs got out and was running loose in the area. He was able to find his dog and was able to contain the dog. Both dogs don't seem to be injured as a result of that crash. And of course, the Nye County Sheriff's Office was blocking the intersection until that repairs were done. They will be conducting that crash investigation as well. Well, the town of Pahrump has a flood response update from Nye County Public Works. They say early Saturday morning around 1 a.m., the Public Works team was called out by the Sheriff's Office to assist in reopening Highway 160 between Leslie Street and Roadrunner Road. That's on the north of town. Thanks to their swift response, the highway was reopened by 3 a.m. Crews worked tirelessly through Saturday, rotating shifts to temporarily repair washouts and restore access to homes. Some areas required them to wait for water levels to recede before work could begin. The weekend recovery efforts included clearing debris from roads, restoring driveway access, and temporary fixes to ensure safety and mobility. This week, crews are continuing repairs on driveways and gravel roads. Full cleanup and restoration from the flood damage is expected to take about 4 to 6 weeks. Most impacted areas are Ohio Road and Roadrunner Road is now at a 1-lane access. Fort Churchill Road is passable with debris. Glen Cove Avenue has gravel and boulders, and they're removing that, as well as silt cleanup, which is ongoing. Linda Street, Leslie, and Harris Farm area has reopened after heavy silt and debris removal. Leslie Street and surrounding gravel roads have washouts, and they're filling them up right now at this point. You know, a lot of people reported that there was flooding on the north side of town and on the south side of town, and not in the middle of town at all, actually, not even any rain. There was some rain that came down from the Fan area and flooded later, even after the storms, and some people are still dealing with that at this time. But, you know, what was most shocking was some of the water rescues that was going on in the middle of the night, and thanks to the Nye County Sheriff's Office and Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue, they were out there to save some of those drivers that didn't turn around when they saw water on the roadway, and so they were able to rescue a lot of those people that were stuck out there. And thanks so much to our first responders and Nye County Public Works for all their efforts. Well, the Spooky Eye event is coming up this year, and it's of course on Halloween in the Calvada Eye. We are having it again. It's going to be fantastic. Thanks so much to Valley Electric. Right now we have the Girl Scout troop. We have a new mental health clinic here in town that's going to be joining us. We have a few other groups that have signed on, but we're looking for more. So if you want to participate, we're asking that you do by giving a call, 775-299-9992. It is free to participate and put up a booth. All you have to do is buy candy. It's from 5 to 8 p.m., and that is on Halloween in the Calvada Eye. It's going to be so much fun. Well, Fall Festival is September 25th through the 28th, and that is at Petrick Park. The parade is on the 27th at 9 a.m., and that's going to be happening from Dandelion. That would be going north until Boot Hill, right there at Petrick Park. They have about 55 entries right now, and we're super excited about it. Ski Sensky and myself will be commentating the Fall Festival Parade, and so that is going to be lots of fun, as well as Valley Electric is going to be live streaming it on their Facebook page. So come on down. We're going to be located at the Nugget, and so you can hear all of the information about all of the floats that are passing by, and some of the music that we're going to be playing as well. So come on down to the Fall Festival Parade. Of course, Fall Festival is having their carnival, a rodeo, arts and crafts fair, a car show, entertainment, and of course all those booths. So come on down to Fall Festival. They're at Petrick Park, September 25th through the 28th. And another event that's happening is the side-by-side Spooktacular Poker Run. We are inviting everybody down to Petrick Park once again, October 17th and 18th. And I'll be doing the entertainment there with George Goulson. We're going to have the band Perception. They're going to be playing on Saturday night, and we have Chamber Door on Friday night. I hear that Mikey Ruhan might join us for a little bit of performing as well. So we are super excited about that. But, the Poker Run is going to be a fundraiser for Pahrump Disability Outreach Program. So come on down, and there's going to be vendor booths as well, food, and all these things happening at Petrick Park October 17th and 18th. If you want to find out more, you can go to spookypokerrun.com. When we return, we're going to have our first guest, who is Keywe from the Search Squad of Pahrump.
Sponsored by 1-2-Tree, handyman, yard cleanup, yard maintenance, and so much more. Give them a call at 775-253-8066. We will leave you with a smile.
All right, I'm here with my guest, and it is Crystal Awoniyi. And that is Keywe, actually, from Search Squad of Pahrump. What's Search Squad of Pahrump?
Search Squad was established in 2023. We are a group of volunteer rescuers. Our mission is to search, secure, and reunite lost pets with their owners. Occasionally, we do come across pets who we can't find the owners for. At that point, we scramble to find a foster home for them so they can have temporary care until we can afford bedding and get them adopted to new homes.
So this has been an issue here in town for a while, and then you guys came along, which was kind of like a saving grace for a lot of people here in town. Their animals get loose, they can't find them. Before Search Squad, people volunteered and said, oh, I know this person, I'm going to help out and look for their dog or cat. And a lot of times they were struck by vehicles, prey for, coyotes, and or ended up in rescues or the shelter eventually. But, we also have weather conditions here that don't make it really great for animals that are on the loose. You came from Vegas. There was a search group in Vegas, right? And you decided to open up one here.
Well, I'm originally from Indiana, and I've been rescuing animals my whole life, ever since I was young. Actually was published in the news when I was about 6 or 7 because I saved a possum at the park.
Wow.
So, yeah, it was super cool. I got tickets to Sesame Street Live, and I was the happiest kid ever.
It's your calling then, huh?
Yeah, I've always loved rescuing animals. And when I lived in Vegas, I did rescue animals there. I worked with the Doggy Task Force and Paws Patrol Las Vegas members. And yes, I moved to Search Squad. I moved to
Pahrump.
I moved to Pahrump, and I quickly joined all of the Facebook pages here for lost animals and seen the need for assistance. I noticed there wasn't a lot of people. Animal control doesn't really work outside of business hours unless there's an emergency. With you mentioning, yes, there are a lot of animals struck by cars, especially with not a lot of lighting in our community. So I've been called to recover many deceased remains, and it's just something you have to do with being in rescue. So it's never easy, but ultimately my goal is to reunite any lost pet with their owners. If they are deceased, then I just want to give the owners closure so they can have their animal cremated and keep them with them by their side forever.
How do people typically contact you? How do you find out that there's a lost animal?
Our main source of leads on animal sightings are usually on Facebook. We do have a Facebook nonprofit page, Search Squad of Pahrump. Another one that is a group, and in that group we have, I believe, 2,700 members right now. And out of that, members will do different ways to contribute,
And contact you as well.
Yeah.
Like sometimes they directly tag you.
Tag
Sometimes
us.
they contact you by phone or
Yeah.
messenger, right?
Yep, and on our Search Squad group, we have a couple of different side chats going on for general dog conversation, and another one where people can report the loose dog sightings on there as well. We don't have post approval on our page, so any sighting that someone were to post will get approved immediately. Any sightings being reported, it's very helpful to be as detailed as possible. Take a picture if possible, post the exact cross streets, what the dog looked like, which direction it was headed. Those things are all very helpful for us to know which direction to head when we go out to search.
I know what a job it is just covering news and being on top of everything that's going on. I can't imagine what you go through having to be on top of everything that's going on. You must constantly be hooked to your phone and when you're being tagged and everything, right?
Yes. Always have to multitask. I'm always checking my phone for sightings or tags. Some people aren't aware of us, so they don't know to tag us. So I'm always on Facebook. I'm always looking for sightings reported. Sometimes people do call me directly if they are aware of us, which is helpful. Because for some reason, sometimes Facebook glitches and we don't get our notifications sometimes it will say we got tagged 3 hours ago and it was actually 3 days ago.
Oh, wow.
So if people could inbox directly or contact me directly on my cell phone, that helps as well.
Yeah, because the goal is to get that animal off the street or help the owner start finding them right now. I mean, yesterday we had a crash and the owner was saying his dog escaped the car right after the crash. I called you.
Yeah.
And told you about it.
Yeah.
And, I keep leashes in my car, extra leashes. I go to the dollar store and I buy a bunch of them, and I keep a bunch of them in my car. And I keep water bowls in my car as well because of all the crashes and fires I go to. Mm-hmm. People lose their animals often in crashes and in fires. They're getting them out of the house. They didn't go grab the leashes before they get them out of the house, and they don't have water bowls for them. So when I show up there, I start handing them out because they're $1 each, and it's great to have them on you. So the gentleman, I gave him 2 leashes. He finally found his other dog.
Nice.
But yeah, he was grateful for the leashes. It's something that quickly, if you can locate them quickly and secure them quickly.
Time is of the essence, especially in a situation where it's an owner that's missing their dog. Mm-hmm. Sometimes they just post general cross streets. Mm-hmm. If we request a specific address, it's only so we can narrow down our search and start searching the correct area right away.
And that's important too. You were talking a little bit about that. Sometimes the owners don't want to give their exact address. And we were just giving an example of where I live. You would be looking at a totally different location than where my street is.
Right.
If you just only had the cross streets.
Right, because it's a main cross street. And when I got to that cross street, I wouldn't even know which direction to turn unless I actually knew which street you lived on.
Exactly.
So I could be looking for your dog for an hour in the wrong direction because I didn't know exactly where you lived.
Yeah. And you've helped me out with my dogs before. Thank you so much.
I'm always available anytime. Yes.
So your typical call is usually lost animals, right?
Yes.
And so you look on, I'm sure that you work with the other pages, the lost and found pages. A lot of people, right when you guys post the pictures, people in the community seem to link up things right away if they were posted that they're found and posted that they were lost quickly, right?
Yes. With as much as I'm in the field, I try to get to know the community and know where people live at. And I know most of the dogs around town more than I know the people. So if someone posts a general area and I know somebody that lives in that area, I try to tag them first because I know it's their neighborhood to see if they're available. If they're not available, then even if they are available, then I will sometimes post in the search squad and tag everyone to say if anybody is available, please assist, because we do have members who will drive across town to go help someone else find their lost dogs. So
and you've even had people wondering who you guys were because you drive really slowly down the street.
Yep, we've been posted.
I'm always saying people need to donate for bigger signs for you, but it's so funny because people are like, who is this person driving down my street all slowly?
Yep, we have been posted as suspicious vehicles multiple times. If you see a silver Dodge Ram and a white F-150 driving really slow, don't be alarmed. We're just looking for doggies.
They have magnetic signs on the cars. They're smaller, but so somebody out there donate or bigger signs. I gotta say, so all the things that you go through, I mean, there's a lot, right?
Yeah, for sure. It's nonstop daily. I mean, some days are worse than others. Some days it's one dog, some days it's 10 dogs, and we're running around all chaos and trying to figure out which way to go and what to do with the dog when we secure them. And
that's an issue, right? Because you have to secure the animal. A lot of times, I know that you scan for microchips.
Always.
Right.
I have a microchip scanner. I also have microchips available from AKC Reunite. So when I purchased the microchips, I also got the universal scanner as well. I provide microchips to anybody in the community. If I return a dog and they're not microchipped, I ask the owner if they would like to have their dog microchipped, and we sign a waiver form. Any dogs that we secure and we can't find the owners for right away, we post them with the shelter on 24 Pet Connect, which any citizen is required to do within 24 hours of finding an animal.
Yeah. And that's really helpful. That helps people who lost an animal or found an animal be able to post them on that website, which is now kind of the official website for lost and found animals.
Yes.
Although we do have a lot of Facebook pages that are very helpful as well.
Another helpful website is what's it? Oh, I can't even think of it right now. It's
You know what I was going to talk about was I got that location GPS tag from Walmart that was $35.
Probably doesn't work. I know several people who have
gotten we've been working with it. So you have an app on your phone, and we're like, where's our dog right now? And it tells us where our dog's at. My son was wondering where my dog was Sunday, and it was in the tortoise habitat. And tortoises are fine. And we fixed the issue with them jumping over. But he jumped into the tortoise habitat. My son couldn't find him and used the locator. And it
another
good
GPS collar that is on the market right now is the Fi collar.
Yeah.
I know someone who's gotten the collar from Walmart and the Apple tag and all that. All of those tags on the same dog, and the dog is smart enough to open the door and leave the house, and the tags don't work.
Oh, gosh.
So the Fi collar is highly recommended.
They gotta fix that door. I gotta say, so when you don't find the owners, I mean, I know that you guys are a rescue, but you're having to ultimately adopt out these animals. How well are you working with the shelter now and with rescues as far as like being able to take them? Because you guys are, originally just searching and helping people, but not taking in animals to house them.
Right, yes. We are ultimately started just to secure and reunite animals. We never expected to have to house and adopt out animals. We didn't establish to be set up that way. But we're not just going to abandon an animal because we can't find the owners. Yeah. So the shelter does require that, since we are a 501c3, if we rescue the dog, then we accept the responsibility for them. So if we don't find the owner, then yes, we are ultimately responsible for vet care.
Yeah.
We don't have any grants or funding, so that the vet care is either out of pocket or by donations, which we request the donations be called in directly to the vet, or we have a couple platforms available through Zelle, PayPal, and Cash App.
Is there funding available for you guys?
I'm sure there is, but we don't have anybody to help us write grants or do searching.
Grant writers.
Yes, if anybody would like to volunteer to step up to help be a grant writer or help us finish establishing our webpage, which is under construction. We definitely
their
will
website.
accept.
Any website designers who are out there who would like to help out on that too, you can put your little ad right on their page and donate and volunteer to do that. I got to say, you do have a lot of volunteers that help out with the searching.
Yes.
And so that's really important. How many do you have?
It varies day to day depending on people's schedules. We have a few members who are able to work from home and have lenient schedules, so we do go out more often than others, but then we also have people who help us by watching the Facebook pages and tagging us.
That's important, isn't it?
It is.
Because doing the social media when you're looking for an animal is time consuming, and you can't do it all at once.
Yeah, well, sometimes when we're driving and we're actually watching the fields, we'll ask somebody else, can you watch the post to see if there's any updates to make sure we're going in the right directions? Or if maybe the owner secured the dog and we're still searching, we didn't know there was an update.
Yeah, because you have to watch that all the time, right?
That happens often. Just 2 weeks ago, I was out searching for 2 boxers, and I didn't know the owner found them. And I was still searching. So, yes, updates are very, very important.
Yeah. So as far as adoptable animals, how many adoptable animals do you guys have right now? Because I heard that you work with Never Forgotten.
Never Forgotten takes in a majority of our rescue animals, especially the smaller ones. They're able to accommodate space easier for smaller animals. Us personally, we probably have about a dozen or less throughout multiple different foster homes. Some of those dogs still need vet care before they'll be available. We do have several that are fully vetted and available. If anybody's interested in those dogs, they can contact me directly. Since I don't have the webpage up and running, I'm not all the way set up.
And then the thing is that you do pay for vet care and solicit for donations on animals that are sick or injured, and I've seen those posts.
Yes.
As well.
Yes. We currently have a couple outstanding bills, actually, one being at Tropicana Animal Hospital for a C-section that we had to help a member of the community with. It was an emergency. 3 of her puppies did survive, and they've been adopted out through Never Forgotten, so that was great. So we also have other dogs who still need to get vet care. So
they can be adopted out. The spayed, neutered, immunizations, right? Vaccinations.
They need the rabies, the Bordetella, and DAPP. And since I have microchips, I provide those. And obviously, spay and neuter is important. Yes.
Yeah. So, are you working with a vet?
We don't adopt any dogs out that aren't spayed and neutered because we don't want any backyard breeding going on.
Well, that's good. Are you working with a vet here in town, or what do you do with that?
I personally prefer to use PetSmart Veterinary Services on Fort Apache.
Okay.
They give us a rescue discount, and I'm very, very pleased with the doctor there. So I commute to go to a better vet.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about how people can contact you if they have an animal lost, if they found an animal, or if they would like to donate or volunteer. How can they contact you for all that?
Well, anybody can contact me directly on my cell phone anytime. My cell phone number is 317-720-4354. Search Squad on Facebook under the nonprofit or the group page directly to my personal page, which is listed under Keywe, I Got Me.
Spell that out.
Keywe is Keywe, and I Got Me, IGOTME.
There you go. And then as far as the volunteers, do people just volunteer straight from the page and just say, I'm coming, or do they need to contact you ahead of time?
Oh, no. Like I said, I'll normally ask if anybody is available, and they respond to the comment and say, I'll be on my way, or I'm available, or I'll swing by soon when I'm headed in the area. People can contact me directly, especially if they're trying to drive and would like an update. So, either way is fine.
100%. Yeah. So anybody, if you want to donate, if you are a web designer, and if you want to donate to that, or if you guys can donate for the vet bills, or of course help out anyway in Search Squad of Pahrump, you can find them on Facebook. She's going to get her website done really soon, and it's going to be fantastic.
Under construction right now.
There you go, under construction right now. All right, and thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you.
Thanks so much, Keywe. I got to tell you, if you can help out at all with Search Squad of Pahrump, definitely help out. They definitely need donations and any kind of volunteers that can help with these animals in any way. They are a really good cause. We're going to go right now to our Save a Pet, and that is with Olive Ashwell from the Nye County Animal Shelter.
Sponsored by 123 Handyman, Yard Cleanup, Yard Maintenance, and so much more. Give them a call at 775-253-8066. We will leave you with a smile.
Hello, I'm Olive Ashwell with the Nye County Animal Shelter, and today we are visiting with Lily. She's a 3-year-old pit bull, very beautiful as you can see, playful, friendly, happy. She'd be wonderful as a family pet. If you would be interested in Lily, please call 775-751-7020 or come and visit us Monday through Saturday, 10 to 5, or you can make an appointment and come on Sunday if you need to. We'd love to have you come in and visit with any of the animals that are here available for adoption.
Thanks so much, Olive. And I got to say, if you are looking for an animal, you can go up to the Nye County Animal Shelter and find out what they have. And you can also go to 24petconnect.com. Well, that's going to wrap up this edition of Unchained. And for any kind of breaking news, go to Pahrump News on Facebook, or you can also go to the Nye County Scanner Traffic page for any of those breaking news stories as well. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. Good night.